Zelete, thank you for your love and support. I appreciate you all. It's amazing how far we have come as a people, and we don't want to change anything. We just want to be the way we are. For all these decades, we have been programmed. And all in all, the Savior, the Protector, the Unifier, the Messiah, the King of Kings, the Most Loved, Captain Ibrahim Traore said something concerning Sharia law. About 800 Burkinabés who left the country to Saudi Arabia, not to study science, technology, agriculture, nothing, but to just go there and study Sharia law. And he's saying they must come now or they never return. And people took it out of context. People are on his neck, but he has replied them in a very simple way. Because according to Captain Ibrahim Traore, you can't tell the whole world that because I do not share the same belief with you, I am not supposed to leave. We go ahead to analyze our brothers and sisters. He answered them, why should you share a belief that I do not share and I become a problem to you? Even the same people who brought us these religions don't do that to themselves. Go to Europe. They brought us Christianity. But you will never find Europeans fighting among themselves, all because one person decided to be this and the other says no. But what we see in Africa, even in this 21st century, we are seeing how we are fighting among ourselves. People rejecting their children simply because the person moved out of either Christianity or Islam to go and be with another person outside of that religion. We are still doing things that people that gave us the religion are not doing to themselves. We have discriminated among ourselves to the point that even we are disowning our own children based on religion. And he's asking them, why should you force me to align with your belief? People who gave us these things are not doing what we are doing to ourselves. Look at how they have risen against Captain Ibrahim Traore, simply because Captain Ibrahim Traore has decided to open up the truth. We love you because you're Muslim and because you were doing this. But when Captain Ibrahim Traore decided to let them understand that the people that are imposing things on us don't even force their own children to learn this Sharia law. Sharia law for what? When the world has moved on, when things are changing, when we have technology, the same people that are accusing Captain Ibrahim Traore are using the same things that are made out of technology. And the people that manufacture these things that we are using are not Muslims. They didn't study Sharia law. Why is it that Africans don't want to move ahead?
Why? I think that if you want to attract someone to your religion, it's your behavior that matters, right? You can make someone feel sorry for you, but that's not the same thing. You can't force someone. Everyone is a creature of God. And if you think you are truly religious, you must love God's other creatures. Because you haven't given life to anyone. You can't create a human being. It is God who created all of us. You don't have the ability to create a human being, and yet you want to kill someone just because they don't follow you in your life. Why? But ask yourself the right questions. Are we cursed? However, if you take a look at the history of Christianity, many people in Europe are Christians and all that. In 2026 nowadays, do you hear about anyone wanting to kill their brother just because of a discussion like this? It's because of religion. He doesn't like his brother. He wants to kill his brother. Have you heard about that anywhere? Go to Saudi Arabia, which is the very cradle of Islam. Today in Saudi Arabia, do people fight? Do they want to kill each other because someone else isn't Muslim? But why is it that we, as black people, are so quickly ready to hate our own brothers and even ready to kill them just because he is different from us? It's gotten to the point where it's serious. Why are you ready to kill him when you're not even capable of giving life?
Pay attention to this area, this area.
And you know very well that God forbids you from killing him. True Muslims, when a mosquito bites them, aren't even allowed to kill it. They have to catch it and cut off one of its wings. That's what is said.
We are programmed and we continue to be here. We don't just want to change, but change is constant in life. Until we are willing to accept change, Africans, we can never develop. Development is all that we need, not religion. Because the people who brought us religion are not themselves forcing their children to use that same religion. We are seeing how people are deciding to have their own way. They are changing things as the world changes. But Africans are fixed on one thing that they don't want to leave. Look at the things that are coming out of people. You are fighting to protect Sharia law, a religion that was brought to you by a colonizer. In that same religion, in the name of it, look at what they did to our men. They castrated our men. Look at the way the black person suffered under the same religion. And when he asks us, why do we love the people who oppress us so much? The black person holds on to religion because we are told that when we die, we are going to inherit a place, we are going to walk on gold. Yet you have the gold here and the same people are not allowing you to have access to your gold. You prefer the one that is in heaven, not the one that is here that can be used to benefit you. We love religion than our own movement for sovereignty. Have you ever heard that these people send their children to go and study these things we are studying? Is it all that we can give to ourselves, religion? Nothing more? Do we want to be here for our children to continue to be at the consumption end of everything in life? Why don't we want to move a bit? Why don't we want to change? Why don't we want to see reasons? Why don't we want to be free? And you can have people forcing their children to go and learn the Quran, to go and learn Bible studies. I want you to become a pastor. I want you to be this. We don't want to empower ourselves with skills. The world is moving. And we are just stagnant. What has he said that is wrong? For how long will we continue to do these things to our own selves in this modern world? Do you need to change the narrative in Africa, or you need to continue to be at the mercy of other people where they dictate our fate, they tell us what to do, where we have to go and be begging people for help all the time? People have studied, passed the Quran. What have they been able to do? Yet in your homes, you have everything China. Yet these Chinese people didn't learn Quran, neither did they learn Bible. All that matters to you, the black person, is religion. Because you are told when you die, you are going to have how many virgins? See, there is nobody if that thing is true. Because looking at the conditions that they have outlined, it is difficult for you to inherit that. Let's stop deceiving ourselves and face reality. Change your mentality as a black person. We need science, we need technology, we need agriculture. You eat, don't you eat? How can you have youth moving out of the continent, not to go and acquire skills, to come and do something in their country? They want to go and study Sharia law for what? Africans are so mentally colonized that we can go to any length to destroy ourselves in the name of religion. Yet, like Captain Ibrahim Traore said, the same people who brought us these religions don't do that to themselves. Why don't you want to wake up? What is wrong in what he has said? We have a long way to go. A very long way to go as a people. We are the only ones that can set ourselves free. United we stand, divided we fall, and united we keep standing forever and ever. The greatest enemy of the African is mental slavery. So let's decolonize ourselves from mental slavery. Let's keep sharing to educate our brothers and sisters. Together we'll make Africa great for ourselves and the next generations that are going to come. So that's the latest around the world in Africa, West Africa, and in Burkina Faso.